All right, yeah, so we're back with segment 2. Gonna call Ryan Maestre in a few minutes. Andy just got out of class, so I think he said his class ended like 8:30, so it's like a couple of minutes after that. Something I wanted to talk about, Astros won the World Series.
Yes.
Last night, to actually talk about sports on this. So we're just talking about Hollywood.
Let's talk about baseball.
Dude, I gotta tell you, man, I watched like 4 out of those 7 games. Really good. Really good. Like, better than last year. Really good.
I watched an 1/8 of the whole World Series.
No, but seriously, like, they broke, in back-to-back games, they broke the home run record for home runs at a World Series.
Yeah. Oh, well, this year, it kind of sums up the whole year because it's been a crazy year for home runs as is.
Yeah. Well, it's just nuts because it's like pitchers are pitching the same and hitters are striking out more. But I think that now the statistic of striking out, people just don't care about that statistic anymore because usually you'd be like, I don't want a guy that strikes out a lot. Now it doesn't matter because he's hitting a home run, like,
right?
You know,
more often than not, yeah.
And just so many hitters are getting better at what do you call it? I'm sorry that the World Series makes you
gassy.
Yeah, gassy.
Maybe the batting coaches have figured something out that helps out with the eye.
Well, it used to be
eye on the ball.
It used to be that they play the small ball type of mentality, where it was like if you get a runner on first base, you bunt him over to second base, and then you try to get a base hit to score him, or you try to get all of your runs off of hitting. And now the mentality has completely changed because I think through like advanced statistics, like wins above replacement WAR and all these new...
And the desire to make the game more exciting.
Yeah.
It's also an influence.
They figured out that, like, home runs are just more beneficial. And it's just kind of like... in the sense of making it more entertaining, it kind of is, because it's unpredictable. Because one swing of the bat, if it's a pitching duel and you're up 1-0 in the 9th inning, one swing of the bat can tie the game.
Yeah.
2 swings of the bat can end the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess they just wanted to break tradition that way and be like, all right, so maybe don't make it so, structured, because, again, that's maybe someone, the commissioner of baseball, whatever, made that a rule. Be like, all right, maybe try to break that up so it's not so boring to watch it, not so predictable to watch baseball. I guess they want to make it more predictable.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Well, whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah, I mean, luckily.
Because, well, the thing was that the thing that's going to hold out that World Series from being considered one of the greatest World Series. I mean, it's the best one I've ever watched. Last year it had the poll of that both the Cubs and the Indians are on like the 2 longest streaks of not winning a World Series in MLB history, and one of those was going to end no matter what.
Right, so that's pretty cool.
And even though that 7th game, because that 7th game was so great and it went into extra innings and people watched it and it was beating out football for like that weekend, like that was like what am I saying? That was like that was like a cool thing. Like that made it a good World Series.
Yeah.
See, in this one, all the action happened in the games leading up to Game 7, and then Game 7 was kind of like 5-1, and it stayed 5-1 from like the 2nd inning.
Right.
So
it was a decisive win.
Right.
Which is always a good thing.
In a game where the starting pitcher pitched 4 innings, didn't get the win, let up a run in 4 innings, and they gave it to other starting pitchers to then come into the game and throw and and eventually.
I mean, I feel like at that point you can, because it's the last game of the season, so you might as well make sure.
Well, it's been happening all playoffs, but like they were looking at the Dodgers pitching.
Well, maybe for relief, and they're throwing starters out there in the playoffs.
They're throwing starters out there in relief in the playoffs.
But how could they afford to do that? Because the games are so frequent.
Just short rest. That's what's called short rest.
Okay.
And that's why Clayton Kershaw is blowing up. He blew like in game. He pitched Game 1. He went the longest out of all the other pitchers. I think he went seven innings, shut out 7 innings, had like 11 strikeouts or something like that, and literally like the next person down, the next Dodger pitcher went 4.5 innings. Starting pitcher.
Well.
And then Kershaw came in, I think, Game 5. And the Dodgers, they were going back and forth. So the Dodgers had a 4-0 lead. They blew it. Mm-hmm. And then they took, in the bottom of the inning, top of the inning, they took another 3-run lead off a home run, and then Clayton Kershaw came in to match them, to like hold out, and then the Astros tied the game. And then the Dodgers went up again, and then Clayton Kershaw came back out the next inning, and then he blew the lead again. Like, oh man, it was just some of the antics of it was so crazy, and yeah, and then it all kind of got topped off by Carlos Correa proposing to his girlfriend.
That was what, Game 6?
Game 7. After they won it.
Oh, I didn't stay that long. I didn't see that. I saw that they, made George Springer the
MVP.
World Series MVP, and I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Springer dinger.
How much longer before that happened?
Probably like another couple minutes.
Oh, well, I missed it.
Yeah.
And she said...
Oh, she said yes.
No? Oh.
She was freaking out.
I'd have loved it.
She was freaking out.
Well, I wouldn't have loved it. It would have been sad.
Imagine your boyfriend. Imagine your significant other just won a world championship and then they proposed to you. She was wigging out.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And a lot of people were giving him hate already, being like, he had to steal the spotlight.
From his team that won?
Yeah.
Who did he steal the spotlight from? It's a happy moment. Let him make it even happier.
Yeah. Although he wouldn't have proposed.
He's
if they lost.
That would make sense, yeah.
So.
Or.
It was just based on the conditions.
He would have to spite them. He's like, all eyes on Correa now, bitches. I don't care who won the World Series. I'm getting married. Get the cameras over here.
There was even a racial
slur.
Not slur. Like a racist action from Ulysses Guerrero. He squinted his eyes at Yu Darvish. And then,
oh wow! Okay.
And then he mouthed something in I forgot what I was gonna say Korean. I don't know why I was gonna say Korean.
It's mostly Spanish.
I think it's Spanish. It was Cuban. It was Cuban. In Cuban, he said Japanese boy, and I think that Yu Darvish is Chinese.
Okay.
So like he called him the wrong.
Right.
He called him the wrong race, and he's played in Japan before, so it's not like he knows it's not a good thing to do. And then Yu Darvish kind of came out and just kind of forgave him, and then Ulysses Guerrero didn't get suspended for the rest of the postseason. He got suspended for the first 5 games next season. Like it was just all these crazy events that went around it. That made it really cool. It's not good when you're making racial gestures.
Yeah, that's not the cool part. But the fact that there's,
it was like the atmosphere of the game.
Yeah.
And just this World Series literally had everything. But the fact that like Game 7 was pretty much decided, not decided, but like it wasn't really that eventful of a game compared to the other games in the series, and that people are not going to consider it a top World Series.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like do people typically remember just Game 7, or the last game of the series? I mean,
yeah,
they look at it holistically.
Yeah.
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 That's bizarre. That's bizarre.
People are gonna remember the last game of the last World Series. Both teams. I mean, in this one also, both teams were 100-win teams, which is rarely something ever that happens where both the first seed teams from either league face against each other. In baseball, it's always the team that just gets hot. The Yankees almost made it there,
right,
before they blew a 3-2 lead.
Yeah.
In the series. So it could have been the Yankees again. So
yeah,
but and that would have been done really good.
Well, if the Dodgers took the Astros to Game 7, they probably would have spanked the Yankees.
Well, I would like to think that too, but I thought the Yankees were going to get killed from. I was like, oh, they'll probably win the wild card game, and then they won the wild card game, and then they because they were versus the Twins, and then they same. We just burped at the same time, just for everybody in the audience.
Oh, we just had pizza. So there's that.
And soda. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and I was like, oh, they're probably gonna lose in that first round, and then they won, and I was like, oh, now they're definitely gonna lose because now they're versing a more high caliber team, and then they won. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, geez, man, like. I didn't know what to do. I was like,
the table's set for them. They're going to be good in for years.
Well, I don't know, because firing their manager, I think, is a really big decision. And from what I'm hearing, he was good with young guys. So in like the building of them as players. So, we'll see. I just hope it doesn't change the culture over there because even though I don't like the Yankees and I'm a Mets fan, that was a fun team to watch and just kind of like ogle at as they went through the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, wow, I didn't mean to go off on this big tangent like that. One more thing I wanted to get to, which is going to be the end of question that I was asking to Ryan. Ben Roethlisberger has a secret locker.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. In the Steelers locker room. And I just wanted to read on the ESPN piece that was focusing on his public comments about how he said in the beginning of the year that he was considering retirement. Let me find these here. This is the part that that talks about it. Probably this is ESPN. I didn't see the writer. It's called Finding Big Ben. Is the name of the piece.
Finding Big Ben. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it says at first blush, his first locker, light brown, littered with roughly 8 pairs of assorted black and yellow white cleats, apparently appears fairly typical. But upon further inspection, the right wall of that locker is in fact a door, and on that door hangs a hook. Resting on that hook is a black string, and when you pull that string, it swings the door open, like a portal that delivers would-be snoops to Roethlisberger's own private Narnia. A few square feet between the banks of lockers and the wall that serves as his quiet refuge from the locker room bustle. So then it goes into James Conner, who's the Steelers' first-year running back. He found himself alone in the locker room one day, no veterans around, and all he needed to do was pull, and he found the locker. All he needed to do was pull the string, and he lost his nerve. And he said, I was going to open it up, but I got too scared. Everyone knows not to go in there. It's top secret. And then TJ Watt, who's the fullback, or it's JJ Watt's brother.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's a linebacker, I think. He's somewhere on the defense. He said he's pretty sure that there's a refrigerator in there. Wide receiver said Juju Smith-Schuster. Which, by the way, is the best football name I think I've heard in recent time. Juju Smith-Schuster.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Juju Smith...
Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Say it faster so no one hears when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You're learning, Mayo.
That's the idea.
I can't wait till you get some ad reads because that's going to be so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Let's go on the poll in a second.
It's going to be dope.
He didn't even know that there was a room there until a month ago. He saw Roethlisberger emerge phantom-like from behind his locker, and he said, "Yo, where did he come from?" Yeah, because he was frightened.
How big is his locker?
I don't know.
He has a walk-in locker?
No, well, I think that the door was open, right? And he just wasn't looking because he was like looking, and he just saw a door open in front of a locker. Because like there's his locker, and then there's a side locker to that locker.
Yeah.
So, like, imagine you're just, like, looking, you just see doors, and you're like, oh, whatever. And then all of a sudden, you closes, and there's Big Ben.
I mean, that would still be a walk-in locker if you didn't see him open the door of his locker.
Maybe.
That's a big-ass locker.
Yeah.
I guess they have big gear. They need a big locker you could walk in.
No, it's like his private locker. He has, like, a private side locker.
Right, but it's in his original locker, isn't it?
It's in his original. It's in the wall that separates... That separates his locker from the person next to him's locker.
It sounds like from his...
What's in that locker, Mayo?
Is it on the right side or is it on the back side of his locker?
I think it's on the right side.
Right, so that would mean it opens either to the left or the right. So it sounds like it opens to the right, so he has to walk in to get in there, open to the right, and then walk in.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
I see what you're saying. He has to actually get into his original locker.
Or else if it opens to the left side, you'll see him there.
Right.
Unless he disappears into a smaller locker, which he has to get into a locker.
Which
he has to get into a locker either way.
He can't. He's Big Ben.
He's Big Ben. He doesn't even fit in the first locker.
He doesn't fit in small spaces.
That's interesting. It's a big-ass locker you can walk in.
What's in his locker, Mayo?
Man, I don't know. Mixtapes. I don't know. Maybe he has a whole studio in there. Mixtapes. Maybe he has a whole studio in there.
What's his rap name?
He's dropping beats.
What's his rap name?
Oh, man.
That's going on the poll. I don't even know how to poll that. How do I poll that?
This be write-in. Can you do write-in polls? Oh, man. I don't have a good enough joke for Big Ben's rap name.
I could just take Ryan's answer and pull that one against yours. Studio is a pretty good guess, I think.
It could be a nice record studio in there.
First poll that's going up is Juju Schuster the best name?
Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. My bad.
Sheesh.
I hope I spelled this right. Schuster, the best name in recent memory.
It's some kind of side business, maybe. Maybe he's not even recording. Maybe he's recording others. You know, I mean, he's got to keep the business going even when he's.
What do you think about the other teammates who think one thinks it's a fridge and the other one thinks it's?
Fridge is a possibility. It's a little offensive because he's fat. And what was the other one?
The other one was I don't think he said anything. Did he say anything, or did you just say, "Wow, he came out of that locker"?
That's already reaction to that.
He's just ogling.
I already reaction to the fact that I guess he has to walk into his locker and then walk into his other locker, and that's how he hid. That's so strange. He's got big ass space in his locker.
Yeah.
For him to have 2 room compartments.
That's a big boy.
He's a big boy to fit in his tiny ass
He's a
locker
big Ben
twice.
boy.
To fit in his locker twice.
Twice.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call Ryan and ask him what he thinks.
I think a better question is how to get there. He made it himself.
How to get there?
He made it himself. He made a whole other room himself. I guess he has time on his hands. He was injured a lot. He got injured. He had the time. He made another
for like 2 weeks. He always comes back. When Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt, he's not out for the year. He's out for a game. He's out for a week or 2.
2 weeks is enough time to do that. Maybe he's good at construction.
Hey, he's from Pittsburgh.
He's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, man.
He's in Pittsburgh. It could be anything then, actually. That's a good point. It could be absolutely anything.
It could be, right? Like, that's just...
The possibilities.
It's an open door. That's what... When he says personal Narnia...
When they say
like
love is an open door... No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
My love is on the door.
I was going
Too big, Ben.
Frozen.
I'm older than that.
You can't be older than... You could be older than both, but you can't say you're older than the Frozen song, but then you have to believe that you're not older than the other song.
Can I say I'm over it then?
You're over it. You over Frozen? Everyone's over Frozen.
Yeah.
But it's still memorable for the juicy...
Let's call Ryan.
Juicy, memorable music numbers. They won an Oscar for one of them. Oh, probably the stupid one with Adina Menzel. Adele Dazeem.
Which name is it?
It depends who you ask.
I hope Mastery picks up.
I missed the ringing noise opportunity.
You should have done it.
Yeah. They lost their chance.
Come on, Ryan. He's in New York City, I know that.
Ryan, the master.
Or is he home? He might be home. I forgot what he told me. What was that? He just
That's him picking up his phone and putting it back down.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, Ryan, no.
Ruining our podcast.
Oh, Ryan, no. Should we try calling Andy then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
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 Yeah, I got no filler for this. I just wanted to get that Big Ben story out because I thought that was one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. That he has another locker and he's making all the younger guys scared.
Yeah.
He has another locker.
I guess this is a good enough dead air debate. Yesterday, I was working a marketing assignment, and then the person I was working with wanted to know. That works.
Sorry.
It's not that great.
Just had to make a call.
It's not that great. It's a really dumb debate. I was going to start.
Hello.
Hello, Andy. Hi. You're on the podcast.
Am I in the podcast right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's excellent.
Okay, great. Hi.
How you doing, champ?
I'm doing good. I am a little tired, but I'm surviving.
Okay, that's good. Have you reached your breaking point yet?
Oh, I reached my breaking point a long time ago, pal.
Ah, damn it.
I'm basically a drifter.
Oh, okay. I was gonna take you there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, are you ready to pick some football teams?
Yes I am.
Okay, ready? Falcons at Panthers. Falcons are the favorite.
Panthers.
Okay, wow.
Good start.
Colts at Texans.
Colts.
That's a good choice.
Here's the first.
The Texans just lost their quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Ah, damn it.
Someone's doing their research now.
Yeah, no, he wants to keep up that title of champion.
Not fair.
Bengals at Jags.
I'm gonna have to go to Bengals.
That one's gonna be a toss-up, man. Both those teams suck. Bucks at Saints.
Saints.
And Rams at Giants.
I have to go to Rams.
Andy, I don't know if you've seen this story. You probably haven't. Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback for the Steelers, they found that he has a second locker inside of his locker.
Why? Like, really?
Yeah, like like a regular locker, off to like the right side of the inside of his locker is another door that he has to pull a string on like a hook that opens up his second locker.
That reminds me of like when I was in second grade and I watched too much TV and like I pretended I had a secret laboratory in my closet. You know?
Yeah. Wait, so you're saying that you were in the closet when you were 2?
Oh my god, Andy.
No, I'm sorry. There was a disturbance. There was a disturbance that was making me laugh. It wasn't your comment.
Oh my god.
So I want to ask you, what is in Ben's locker?
I'm gonna have to say what's inside Ben's locker is another locker.
Yes, exactly. But what's in that? What's in that locker?
It's like one of those like Russian toys where like you take one head off and like there's another head.
Endless locker.
Is this a small?
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Endless lockers. I like it.
Do you want to know what Mayo's answer was?
What was it?
What was your answer?
It was a recording studio, and then he, makes fat beats with rappers in his studio.
Antonio Brown.
He drops fat beats with Antonio Brown, and they release it. No, he just makes mixtapes and leaves them there. That was my idea. You get behind that? Yeah. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah, listen, I can see it.
What I realized is he has a string and a hook, and he pulls it. So that means he gets in there Santa style, because it's like must be like a little square. So he kind of just dives in like a chimney. Like Big Ben gets into a little square space to get in there.
Like he's diving through a hole in the offensive line to score a touchdown.
Maybe it's like a garbage chute. He just throws his garbage out there. I don't get it. Why does he need a hook to pull a string? Like, why can't he just have a door?
Because it's a secret door to his locker.
That's not a door if it's a freaking pull string.
You know what I was thinking too? Like, why a string? Why not a door?
So what is he? How small is his little compartment?
What's up, Andy?
Do you guys watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Remember that episode where the guy is selling like real fake doors?
Yeah.
He's like, come get your real fake doors here.
Yeah.
The doors look real, but they're really fake. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's so many possibilities.
Endless.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah,
in the ESPN article, they called it like a door to Narnia.
Because they're clever and funny.
Maybe that's it too. I wouldn't be surprised.
What else have we talked about? Is Juju Smith-Schuster the best name that you've heard of like a pro athlete? What?
I saw that poll on Twitter and I voted yes.
Okay.
You're quick. All right.
Okay.
We got a real fan here.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything?
There's no fake this year.
Is there anything that you'd like to say to Ryan? Because you did win from probably about 3 weeks ago. You did win. You did win.
Ryan, if you're listening to this, may the better man win. And that's the answer about it.
You guys are too nice to each
other. Are you saying
man.
the better man won the first time? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. You see?
Okay, some competitive juices are finally, concocting here. I like it.
Jeez, I want someone to I want Ryan to take the lead in this now and just have him just be super cocky towards Andy.
Yeah, someone needs to talk garbage.
Oh,
I need this to be a rivalry. I don't need this. I don't need you guys to shake each other's hands and slap each other's asses.
Yes.
we'll see what happens.
Okay. Good to hear.
Horrible answer. Horrible answer.
Who knows? Maybe.
We want to see blood. We want to hear blood.
Oh,
This is a podcast. We want to hear blood.
Maybe. I mean, I want to see blood too. So who knows what's gonna happen?
Andy, are you gonna watch Daniel Day-Lewis's last movie?
What movie?
His last one.
It's called Phantom Thread, and it comes out Christmas.
I'll check it out. I know the movie I want to see right now, which is that new Jigsaw movie.
Saw?
Yeah.
No, it's called Jigsaw. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's
yeah.
See it?
No, I didn't see it, but they're advertising like crazy. I see them everywhere. I saw them on Snapchat. I see them here. I see them there. I see them everywhere you look. It's a Jigsaw commercial. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Why didn't you watch it before Halloween?
I should have, but I had too much work.
Huh. Same here though.
Ain't that how it goes?
Yeah.
Are you
No,
okay?
no.
What was that beeping noise?
Oh, I'm heating up chicken.
Oh.
What kind of chicken?
Hell yeah. The good kind.
Most chicken's good. You gotta be more specific than that.
It's boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Boneless skinhead. Go on.
I love chicken and I love breast. So when you put them together, it's kind of magical.
I hear ya.
I'm putting that on the poll. Do you love breast?
That's gonna be our highest scoring poll yet.
Nope. It's gonna get seven
Seven
votes.
no's.
So yeah, I'm gonna heat up some chicken and rice and have a nice beer and then chill out.
Nice. Well, Andy, thank you,
Hell
man.
yeah.
We're gonna try and contact Ryan again because he hasn't answered. He sent us right to voicemail.
Enjoy
Oh
winding.
god damn! Like.
There you go.
Yeah, get mad.
Get angry.
I am angry.
Let him have it.
Tommy's an idiot. A
No
schmuck.
holds barred.
Yeah, maybe after next week. We'll see.
Did you put your phone in the microwave?
No, I put it in the
Alright.
water.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, that's where I keep it.
All right, Andy. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, anytime, dude.
All right, bye.
Alright, talk to you next week.
Alright, bye. Love you, guys. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you.
That's like strangers.
I didn't catch the last thing he said.
Something about exchanging. I don't know. Foreign exchange. I don't know.
That was a good call from Andy.
Yes.
So try Ryan again.
Let's try Ryan one more time.
We're on 27 minutes.
We're doing it, boys. We're giving you content.
I love watching the mic thing. It
I've been yelling this whole time.
spazzes out.
I've been yelling this whole time. I'm gonna deafen someone.
It literally spazzes out. I mean, when I laugh, it does that.
It's just weak then. This thing's a weak microphone.
There are so many Twitter notifications for me right now, and by so many I mean 4. That's a lot for me. Mayo, fill in time right now.
Okay, back to what I was saying before. I'll get right to the chase. This is gonna be a dumb debate. Prepare yourself. If you read, have you ever had a big Chinese or a fat Chinese? What would be your reaction? Okay.
Andy.
Ryan, what's up,
How
man?
we doing, boss?
Thank you for answering.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't answer before. I was stuck in a conundrum.
Oh, okay. What kind of conundrum?
I was stuck in a familial conundrum.
Okay.
Sounds important.
Can
my,
you-
my family they're playing some drinking game called Quictionary. You ever hear Quictionary?
No.
No, explain it.
Yeah, it's a problem. So it is literally a game made for Peter Griffin from Family Guy. You pull out
Okay.
a card, and for example, the card I just answered was you have to think very quickly of a word with 2 vowels that are next to each other.
Wood.
Exactly, and you get the card, and you win.
That was
Go to the
easy.
next round.
That was easy. I like it.
Ryan,
This is a nice game. Yeah.
can you laugh?
How are we doing this week?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Can you laugh like you did when you first came on? Because you sounded kind of like Count Chocula. Perfect.
I feel like there's a Count. What's his name from Sesame Street?
Oh, just Count, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just the Count.
Yeah, I think it's just Count.
Because he
Count.
counts.
There we go. The.
It's the Count because he counts.
He's a good guy. I met him last week.
Oh, good. That's pretty cool.
Right down on Sesame Street?
Yeah. No, he's a cool guy. Everybody gives him shit, but he's a nice guy.
Ryan, I recently saw a picture of you in your Halloween outfit, and I didn't tell Mayo what it was, but he would definitely know what it was. Can you do a quick impression of what your costume was? And now Mike's going to have to try and guess what you were.
Oh, man, I'm thinking of, so you saw a picture, because I had a couple. Can I ask you, without giving too much information away, what I was wearing?
It was on Facebook, and
Okay.
you were embodying a god, a goddess of, you were with a female, and you two were playing the male lead and the female lead from that movie.
Oh my gosh. It is a god. So it has, okay, so yes, it's from a film, you're correct. Has Mayo seen the movie?
Yeah, Mike is aware of the movie. He's aware of everything like that. I just want you to do the voice of the character that you played, and I'm going to have Mike guess it, and he's going to guess it pretty fast. But I just want you to do...
Oh, man. So, this is a problem, because I have too many favorite lines from this movie. But arguably the one that I use once to twice a day is, get ready for this one.
Oh, what? You did it already?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to... Actually, I have two, so I'm going to do two. I'm going to do two.
Do as many as you can.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to do three.
I'm pretty slow. I probably won't get them.
Ready? First one, ready? You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Okay. Easy enough.
And the second one, I'm fed up with this world. And then the third one, which is the best one, anything for my princess.
Did you just impersonate his laugh too? That's ironic. Was that also his laugh? If so, pretty good.
I love that movie.
Me too.
Yeah.
Ryan, come over. We're talking about that movie next time you come over.
Isn't he coming over tomorrow?
Absolutely. Hands down.
When are you free? Whenever you're free, come over. Text me and be like, "Yo, I'm free." And I'm going.
Dude, next week.
Okay.
Next week, let's do it.
Because we need to have a debate about this movie. You're coming on the podcast. We're talking about this movie.
Anyways, Tanya was in the room. I forgot his name in the movie.
Johnny, what? How did you?
I was gonna say Johnny. If that makes you feel better, but I didn't know if that was the other guy.
No, that's Mark.
Mark, of course. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Hi, Mark.
Or the awesome, and nobody listens to me. I also have cancer.
That is the mother
Right.
of Claudette, the mother of Lisa. Her real name's Claudette.
Yeah.
The mother of Lisa, who just says lines that seemingly get ignored throughout the movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I have cancer. Anyway, how's Johnny?
And then she made him drink so that she could pretend that he hit her. Oh man, that movie has everything. That's The Room. If you haven't seen that movie, please go watch that movie. It's the best worst movie ever.
It is the best worst movie ever. You have to see it, for all the viewers, you have to see it before you see Disaster Artist, which is coming out in December of 2017. So you're going to have to take it back 15 years ago or actually 14 to 2003 and check out The Room. Tommy Wiseau.
Did you read the book?
No, I did not read the book, and I want to read the book in the next month.
I have it.
Before I watch the movie.
I have it.
You've read the book?
Yeah. Come borrow it.
So I'm gonna have, you know what? I'm gonna have to come over and get it.
I don't think I've actually cried while laughing a book. Like, you're gonna flip through the pages and you're gonna be like, why are these pages sticking together? It's not the reason you think. The real reason is that I just was crying too much. I hope you're laughing at that. I was crying too much. Just on the book, because I would read a paragraph and I'd be in tears. Like, it was so funny.
I thought the answer you're going to say was that you were sweating, but I'm glad to hear it was tears, I guess. The alternative, I thought you were going to say, I wasn't doing that. I was sweating my ass off while reading this book.
No.
I don't know.
Count Chocula left. Ryan, are you ready to pick some football scores?
I've been waiting all week, bro.
I gotta tell you, unfortunately, from 2 weeks ago, you did not win. Andy did take that week. So
fucking Andy.
There we go. That's what I like. He still wouldn't say anything bad about you. He still didn't say one bad thing about you.
He's like, we'll see.
I can't
we'll
believe
see.
Now I have to channel a negative energy. He's such a nice kid. Fuck him.
Okay, good enough. It's a start.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right. That's take two. But what do we got this week?
Okay? So we got Falcons at the Panthers. Falcons are the favorite.
Yeah, no, definitely Falcons. Definitely Falcons.
All right. Colts at the Texans.
Colts. Definitely Colts. Definitely Colts.
Bengals at the Jags.
Ooh, where are the Jags from?
Jacksonville.
The Jacksonville Jags. Hell yeah. That sounds groovy.
Going with the Jags. All right.
Let's go. Absolutely.
The Buccaneers at the Saints.
How the Bucs been doing?
Horrible.
Good, because I was going with the Saints, baby.
And last one is Rams at Giants.
This is the one that I do know. So we'll go with the Rams.
Both you and Andy just unsurmountably laughed when we got to that game.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you a story, Ryan. Ben Roethlisberger was caught in the locker room. He was pondering his retirement. ESPN sent a writer in on a story, and she came back with knowledge that Big Ben has a secret locker inside his original locker.
Shut the fuck up.
So,
what is he keeping in this locker?
That's what I'm asking you.
Nope. Nobody knows what's in this?
No. And
This
other...
is like a Shawshank Redemption behind the poster kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, he has to pull... It's a black string that connects to a hook on the right side of his locker, and he has to pull the string.
That's sick. I wonder how much square footage he had in that thing.
Apparently...
I'm wondering if he pulled... Yeah. Well, yeah. What are you going to say?
Apparently, he has enough room that he can, people didn't see him. And when he he closed the locker and, walked away from his locker, one of his teammates was like, where did he come from? Because he didn't even see him in the locker room.
So he can literally go in it?
We're not sure.
But how else would he not have been seen?
This is a man cave.
Yeah.
Good guess.
So what do we think is in there? I think I have a small idea of what he's got.
Go for it. And then I'll tell you Mike's and Andy's.
Okay. So right off the bat, 24-hour bottle service. The concierge person that switches shifts every 12 hours. One of the person's name is Rocco, and the other one's name is Bethany.
Okay.
Rocco and Bethany switching out every 12-hour shift, doing him bottle service. So they get a lot of vacation days. Also in this little compartment, Bethany, I want to know how many sofas he has, but he has to have enough to fit his friends because he's got buddies. Big Ben's got big buddies. So he's got a little setup there going. I wonder, however, Andy, if he has a chess table in there. I wonder if that's where he goes when he steps away and when the field's getting too angry at him, he kind of goes there and he dabbles in his own brain.
So he's playing against himself in chess?
And he definitely definitely has a record player, but not like the ones that you'll get at Urban Outfitters. I'm talking like the one that looks like a sousaphone, like the huge like crank one. It plays one song. It's Raining Men.
Whoa.
Interesting choice.
Interesting.
On repeat.
Huh.
Okay.
On repeat.
Interesting.
So Rocco and Bethany are both insanely tired of hearing this song.
I can imagine.
It pays them well, so they don't complain.
12 hours, 7 days a week.
That's 24 hours.
What?
24 hours.
Their shifts are 12 hours.
Oh, whatever.
That's a really good theory. So, yeah, no, that was. I'm at a loss for words after that one. Very detailed,
Thanks.
very very good.
No, thanks.
No much better than Mayo or Andy's. So
Yeah.
we'll leave it up to the poll. My poll is at Andy Doherty. You can either pick Andy Araya's theory, Mike's theory, or...
Yeah, our audience heard my theory in Nausea, so they understand it already. We'll tell you if we see you what my theory was. We can read it on the poll.
You can repeat it.
All right, well, I thought it was a record studio. I thought he goes in there and he produces some fat beats for his wide receiver, Antonio Brown. They have a rap studio. Keeps some mixtapes in there. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess.
You're right? Because like he wants to keep that private. Like I guess he's a little ashamed that he produces beats. Like he's a little maybe he doesn't like that as a career choice, right? So he's like Antonio Brown. Of course he could rap because he's Antonio Brown. He could do it all. He could dance. He was on Dancing with the Stars. So he's they're all hidden talents. That's why it's a hidden locker. You know what I mean?
I have a feeling Big Ben is actually just Future. He's just voicing over him. Future, the rapper, he's just a face.
Ben Roethlisberger is actually Future. Like Future's the one making the producing, right? And then he's the one actually rapping for Future. That's possible. I'd be interested for that. I'm down for that.
That is a great theory, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder I so wonder what's in that locker.
I'm gonna look into this right now. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Okay, do that.
This is crazy.
He's pondering retiring too. But I mean, like, if you have that big of a locker, where are you gonna go? Like, where else are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Maybe he just has compartments in every room in his house.
That'd be weird.
That's just his life.
If he has a secret door and everything?
His life is just surrounded by secret compartments.
That's interesting.
He lives a secret life everywhere. He's just such a secretive man. Big Ben, what's in your mind? That's what I want to know. He should write a book about his compartments.
He might.
Big Ben in the compartments.
Big Ben.
It'll be called the Disaster Athlete.
Oh, he's not that bad. He's won like 4 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
No, he's only incredible.
I was thinking of maybe like a 7 or 8 book series like Harry Potter. It starts Big Ben and the like chamber of whatever, like that kind of thing to like describe each of his compartments, the cave of whatever he's doing in these places.
Inside my cabinet.
That'd be a great book.
Like one's just really normal.
It's not my cabinet. That one's just really personal. That one's like.
J.K. Rowling, are you hearing this? She's missing out. Somebody call her up right now.
I think that could be a series. I think he
Big
should
Steelers and what they hide in their compartments.
Oh my! Oh.
Big Ben and the Steelers
wow.
That's a good first book.
No, I thought of something else. Because he does play for the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys Rick and Morty fans?
No.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go. No, never mind. Go for it.
Because there's a character on
Okay.
I believe it's episode in season 2 is an episode called Interdimensional Cable 2, and they have a segment with this guy named Mr. Steely, and he steals stuff in the office, and then he brings it back to his little man cave, and then he tells you how much everything he stole is worth. I have a feeling he's doing something of that degree.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Why doesn't he just collect his own equipment?
Why would he do that? It's his own. It's not special.
He could sell it.
No.
It's worth money.
Do you think his fellow athlete players are going into the locker room like, who took my fucking jersey again? And he's sitting there twiddling his mustache like, yeah.
More possibilities.
That's another good theory. Jesus. One more question. Is Juju Smith-Schuster the best name that you've heard of like a sports player in recent history? Juju Smith-Schuster.
say that last name?
Juju Smith-Schuster. There's a hyphenation between Smith and Schuster.
Smith-Schuster. That is a last name right there. That's incredible. I just wish that my mother named me that instead of Ryan, because I'm a little disappointed now. I have to go yell at her. That's awesome. I've heard one cool name that can maybe compete with that, but I don't know if it'll win.
Ooh.
This guy was an athlete. When I was in Queens, I met this gentleman, and he. This was a while ago. It was probably 5 years ago, and we were sitting around a table, hanging out, passing a bottle of wine around, and this kid goes, I meet this kid. He's a French kid. He plays football. Excuse me, soccer. He plays football. And I say, "What's your name, sir?" He goes, "My name is Malik Rousseau Francois."
Ah.
Malik Rousseau Francois. I said, "Marry me now, dude." 16 years old. Put a ring on it before somebody else wants to. Incredible. What people can name their children.
Can you spell that?
With names like Ryan, Andy, and Mike.
I know, we're such simpletons.
So average.
Can
you spell that name? I can't spell this name.
Yeah, so I French. I know Malik, and then Rousseau was, I think, like Rousse, around there, and then Francois was, they had like the Q in it, the Q and the I and the U and the O and the S.
You think Francois has a Q in it? I'm not sure about that, unless it's a language thing, but I'd be interested to see if Francois has a Q in it.
It keeps on changing to Francisco.
Francisco?
So far we have Malik Ross, Francisco.
Almost there.
Oh my god. Oh, it's changing the franchise now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Malik Ross franchise. I like it.
Francois. Do you have a question? For Ryan now?
I think we've bombarded him with many questions thus far. So, no.
Oh. Well, all right. You got anything else,
great
Ryan?
Questions, guys. I mean, aside from telling the folks to, have a good couple of weeks. If you're a student, have a good couple weeks before the end of the semester.
You think this is our last podcast of the semester?
Yeah.
It probably
nothing
is.
But positive vibes.
Okay, thanks. They're gonna hear from you again.
Johnny laughed.
You know what? I want to get that out of the way so that when I come back, I can say something a little better.
Like bye.
I gotta get the preliminary, I gotta get the good PR out there before I could start saying some raunchy stuff.
Dirty PR guy, always trying to spin everything.
You plan to insult them next time, is what you're saying. Well, you got the nice stuff out of the way. Now you're just gonna
He's gonna spin it. He's gonna spin it. He's a PR guy. That's what he does.
I'm a spin doctor.
Okay.
I love that band. It's my favorite band from the 1970s. Ryan, do you have anything to say to Andy? Any type of smack talk?
I have one thing. They're a little unrelated, so I'll say the part I'm thinking of after. So my first part is I hope that he rots in hell. And then the second thing I want to say is I wish him the best of luck. He's a great kid. You know what I mean? I need to hang out with him more, and then maybe we could hang out in person and love each other even more. I mean, he's a great guy. So.
That's okay. Okay.
There's a level that I just hate the two of you. We're also watching Shark Tank along with this, and there's a woman wearing nothing. And then all of a sudden a kid comes around the corner. Like, I don't even know what I'm watching. And on top of all that, you told Andy to rot in hell. What's up? Yeah. Mr. Wonderful can't stop staring. They just zoomed in at just her body.
Just the body? Gosh, damn.
Maybe they're part of his bikinis.
What?
Maybe they're part of his bikinis and also suntan lotion because they sprayed the shit out of the little kid with suntan lotion as well.
That looked like a hot glue gun.
That's violent.
Right?
Use a hot glue gun.
It looked like a hot glue
on a little
gun.
girl?
It looked like a hot glue
What
gun.
kind of show we're watching here?
Mr. Wonderful doesn't seem like he likes it.
Oh no, that seems scary. Man.
Right.
Hey, but I gotta say, man, thanks for calling me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It makes my week. It makes my week a little bit better. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the calls, guys.
Maybe next week you'll come on.
Absolutely. Hey, next week.
Next week.
Absolutely. We'll keep churning these babies out.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. You guys have a safe, fun, exciting night. All right.
You too, Ryan.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Have a good night.
Thanks again,
yeah.
man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome. I'm glad you said it back. That means a lot to me. All right. I'll catch you later, boys.
All right.
Bye.
Peace, Ryan.
Bye.
Such an interesting man.
Most excellent.
Such an interesting man. I should have separated that into two different segments because this one ran 50 minutes.
Whoops. Whoops.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're gonna end it here. Do you want to do a third segment?
I think we give him enough content.
Yeah. I think so too. Polls on at Andy Doherty on Twitter. Use the hashtag Andy Doherty Show if you want to give a question into the show. Yeah. So we're back. And that's all I got. May I got anything?
Just want to wish everyone a blessed evening. And if we see you in 2 weeks, then sorry. And if we see you in 1 week, then we're on track.
Nah, we got Ryan's gonna hold us.
Ryan Maestre is going to hold us to the right dates every week now. He's had us on schedule. He's going to have us on schedule.
Him and Andy, both of them.
Yes. Because they're reliable and they're always available for some reason.
No matter what time we call them at night. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Tune in next week and give us some feedback on all these episodes and stuff like that. We'd highly appreciate it. All right, guys. Bye.